Over the past decade, the NBA has undergone numerous transformative changes, surpassing anyone's wildest imagination. As a result, fans and media have made many bold predictions that have aged poorly. In hindsight, these predictions make no sense, but today we'll dive into a few of the most popular predictions from 10 years ago and see what went wrong. Going into the 2011 through 12 season, there were glaring concerns around Steph Curry. Steph Curry was viewed across the league as injury-prone as he continually missed time with separate ankle sprains. Curry even claimed he thought he might never play again. The Warriors also had the exciting young guard Monta Ellis, who they viewed as the face of the team. It was hard for the two of them to play alongside each other as they were both undersized guards, so to best improve the team, the Warriors wanted to move on with one. The Warriors had a tough decision on who to keep. Curry was 2 years younger at 24, but was coming off the worst season of his career, averaging 14.7 points per game, and had serious injury concerns, while Monta Ellis averaged almost 8 points per game more than Curry, and did not have the same injury concerns. The Warriors ultimately decided to try and trade Steph Curry, and they offered him to the Bucks. The Bucks were concerned with how injury-prone Curry was and declined this trade, and like the Warriors, they preferred Monta Ellis. The Warriors, knowing they should trade off one of them, decided to accept the deal centered around Monta Ellis for Andrew Bogut. After the trade, Curry missed the rest of the season with ankle surgery, and Warriors fans were pissed at the front office for keeping Curry over Ellis. Fans began to boo the owner at Chris Mullin's retirement celebration because of this move. Although, Curry returned next season and showed everyone why the Warriors front office made the right choice. In the 2012 through 13 season, Curry broke Ray Allen's single-season three-point record with 272 threes on 45% shooting. With Ellis gone, Curry had the keys to the offense all to himself. The Warriors built a system with a big three of Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green that allowed Steph Curry to run around off the ball and shoot threes from all over the court. This was an unconventional style of play that ended up changing how basketball is played to this day. It is safe to say that Steph Curry was the right choice for the Warriors, as he has now won 2 MVPs, 2 scoring titles, has the most threes ever, and has won 4 championships.
Do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
He is the greatest shooter man has ever seen.
Steph Curry is the best basketball player in the world.
Right now, no one is playing better basketball than Steph on this planet at all.
The 4th title in 8 years.
The Warriors became a dynasty after committing to build around Curry, Green, and Thompson. Although, 10 years ago, this young core didn't even compare to the one that the Thunder created. Heading into the 2012 through 13 offseason, the Thunder appeared to be destined for an unstoppable dynasty, with a roster primed to capture multiple championships. This roster was led by the remarkable talents of 23-year-old Kevin Durant, an annual 30-point-per-game scorer, and was widely regarded as the second best player in the NBA, only behind LeBron James. Alongside Durant stood Russell Westbrook, an explosive 23-year-old all-star guard, and perhaps the most athletically gifted player in the league. Adding to their arsenal was James Harden, a 22-year-old 6th Man of the Year winner with immense potential to become one of the league's best scorers. Fresh off a finals loss to the Miami Heat, the Thunder's future seemed limitless, and anything short of multiple championships would have been deemed a disappointment. However, fate took an unexpected turn as the team's trajectory spiraled into disarray. The decision not to offer James Harden a maximum contract led to them trading him before he reached his MVP form, ultimately derailing the Thunder's championship ambitions. Years of tantalizingly close playoff runs haunted Durant and Westbrook until ultimately Durant made the choice to depart for the Golden State Warriors, signifying the end of an era for the Thunder. It remains a major disappointment that a team once featuring 3 future NBA MVPs, all under the age of 24, failed to unite their talents and capture a championship in Oklahoma City. Two of the teams the Thunder struggled to get through were the Miami Heat and the San Antonio Spurs, who matched up in the 2012-13 finals. This was a hard-fought series back-to-back, but ultimately the Spurs found themselves up 3-2 and with a 5-point lead in Game 6. They were 28.2 seconds away from being NBA champions. The NBA moved the trophy out onto the concourse, and Heat fans began to leave the arena. Everyone thought in the moment that the Spurs had won. Then the Heat pulled off a miracle and shocked the NBA world.
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound box. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
The Heat won the NBA championship and proved everyone wrong. Despite facing overwhelming odds, they demonstrated resilience and determination, staging an incredible comeback. The Heat rolled into the next season as reigning back-to-back champions. Before that year, nobody thought that the Heat could be stopped. That was until the first game of the year when they ran into rookie Michael Carter-Williams and the Philadelphia 76ers. MCW had the toughest matchup possible for his first career NBA game. He did not back down and had maybe the greatest NBA debut of all time. In this game, MCW had 22 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds, and 9 steals, as the Sixers, who were viewed as the worst team in the NBA, upset the Miami Heat 114-110. This performance had everyone raving about MCW, and many thought he was the next Jason Kidd. Throughout that year, MCW lived up to the hype, averaging 16.7 points per game, 6.2 rebounds a game, and 6.3 assists per game. This was good enough to earn him Rookie of the Year honors. Going into the offseason, many thought MCW was going to be a consistent all-star. The Sixers, in just MCW's second year, decided to move on from him. This trade caused uproar from people across the NBA. Although, as time went on, it was revealed MCW was far from the next Jason Kidd and was just a product of putting up empty stats on a poor roster and never really developed his game. MCW, after his rookie season, never improved and saw his numbers decline every year. As of 2023, MCW has made no All-Stars and is fighting to even be in the NBA. But all things considered, he wouldn't even have to put up a fight if he just used code AWC for $20 off his first purchase with SeatGeek. MCW was put in a mix of players with no talent, on a team that was deliberately trying to lose to increase their odds of acquiring Andrew Wiggins. All throughout college and high school, Andrew Wiggins was getting praised as the next big thing. He drew comparisons to Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and was even nicknamed Maple Jordan. The Twitter world started the campaign #winless4Wiggins, and teams were listening. It was a strong race for the #1 pick, and Wiggins was viewed as a once-in-a-generation talent. The Cavaliers had the first pick in the draft and selected Andrew Wiggins, a highly athletic small forward, considered to be a promising player with no significant weaknesses in his game. However, LeBron James's return to Cleveland changed the team's focus to immediate success, leading them to trade Wiggins to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Kevin Love, an established star. Despite Wiggins' potential, his deficiencies in defense, rebounding, playmaking, and efficiency hindered his progress, and the Timberwolves failed to make the playoffs during his time there. Wiggins later transitioned into a role player and won an NBA championship with the Golden State Warriors. Although Wiggins never lived up to the predictions in 2013, he still has had a great career. One prediction that nobody had during the 2013 NBA draft was that Nikola Jokic would one day be the best player in the NBA. If you'd like to know more about how he got where he is today and why he's the NBA's most likable star, check out our latest video.